Welcome back to House Flipper 2. It has been so long since I played House Flipper 2. It's probably been like 2 months since I recorded one of these. I don't even know why, I just got busy and forgot about this, to be honest. This might be the last House Flipper 2 video, because I think, if we just check, I have one house left, Trevor's mansion. So I guess we'll just get into it. The room layout, 2 garages and a big garden will suit anybody looking for an easily adaptable space. It's worth noting that it still requires a cleaning after a recent party celebrating 5 subs on the Tmernan2 channel. What does any of that mean? I'm on YouTube. I have no idea what they're saying. 5 million, I guess, on the Tmernan2 challenge. I don't know what that is. Oh, Jesus. It's a streamer house. Well, I guess that gives us a brief to work with. Obnoxious RGB-laden computers in every room. Big projectors. What else do streamers have in their house? Probably, like, pinball tables that they never use. Dance Dance Revolution sets. I think that's a big one. Looking at house prices near me, just as a matter of interest, this is depressing to see. 316 grand for a house. I feel like if you told somebody in the 1980s that a house could cost this much, their heads would explode, and it seems cheap to me. House. I mean, from the outside, it looks pretty good. Like, I don't think I want to touch the outside. Just, I didn't like that sentence as it was coming out. I don't need to touch the outside. But in all seriousness, I don't think I want to touch the outside. I think the facade is nice already. I like the white, because I'm a prick. I like the modernist white cube glass look. I think it's nice. I like the garden. The garden's very pretty. I like this sort of divot in the garden. You could possibly... It looks like it was recently. Look at these reeds. It looks like you could fill this with a sort of pond and just sort of watch frogs have sex. I don't know, what do you do with a pond? I've never owned a pond, and Ireland doesn't really have many frogs. So I'm guessing frogs have sex in ponds. These reeds, don't know what you call these other than reeds. They look a little bit like sausages on sticks. They remind me of like frogs having sex. Just instinctually, so it must be true. It looks like there's a decent amount of cleaning to be done outside, so we'll get that done quick enough. But then, yeah, it's probably just an indoor job, really, which is nice, because I would say my least favourite part of this game. And I like, even then, I still kind of like it. But my least favourite part is doing, like, surfacing upstairs parts on the outside. It's annoying a little bit, and you have to get out scaffolding. It's something I'd rather not have to do. I mean, I don't know, I feel like I should make more of a big deal out of this. I shouldn't. These videos only get, like, a maximum of a few hundred views. So nobody actually cares. But this is the last one, probably. Unless they do a big expansion, at which point I will come back. But I don't know if they will. I was really expecting this game to have a big expansion at this point. I can't access the map, but you know what I mean. There's like whole areas of the map that aren't populated with anything. I really thought there'd be more missions in another area at this point, but they haven't. I mean, you know what? Fair play to them, because you just sort of expect DLCs in this modern world we live in. But if they're just going to do like quality of life upgrades and items, I mean, I can't really fault them. That means that they just put out a complete game, which is increasingly rare. I need to remember how to play this thing. Let's clean up the outside. I'll do like a little whip, 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 whip. I think that was meant to imply a speed up, but that's the noise I made. Okay, the outside is clean. That's fine. I noticed as I was cleaning quite a lot of paw prints. Now, I don't know how to tell apart the paw prints of animals unless they're like guinea pigs and a dog. Like, I don't really know. So they could have been raccoons or a bear, neither of which exist in this country, so I have no idea. Also, I'm a little bit concerned about this area. What is this, and why is there no steps in order to get back up here? There's a light switch, which turns on this like nice little light feature. It looks like this is maybe meant to be a fountain. I would assume this is like a water feature, like a little waterfall out here. But how are you meant to get down? I think I might need to put some steps here. Just some like white steps that come down here. So you can actually access these stairs without, you know, vaulting like a Gears of War character. I've never played Gears of War. I assume they vault. I assume they vault because it's a game from a certain era where everything was brown and grey and everything was chest-high walls. So there must have been vaulting. Also, I don't know what these are. Are these like sun loungers? They're very flat. Are you meant to just like lie completely prone or supine on these and get baked? I mean that in the literal way, not weed related. Oh god. Okay, it's not maybe as bad as it could be. It's pretty bad. It's, oh god, if you walked into this in real life, you'd put a gun in your mouth. In this game, because it's so lovely and lets you clean so easily, it shouldn't take too long. It might be fine. There's a lot of pizza boxes. That's the first thing I'm noticing. How do you go through this much pizza? I mean, surely, like, if you're ordering for a lavish party and you're like, rich, you have 5 million subscribers on YouTube or whatever, if you're rich, surely you'd just get like half a pizza per person? 1 pizza per person at a push? You know, just to really cover everybody and make sure you have leftovers even, just to like go all out. Like a pizza per person? So how many people were here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So too many for this house to hold. There's like 100 pizza boxes in here. People can't have 100 friends. It's illegal. I remember reading an article, and this is half-remembered slop. I am one step above the Joe Rogan experience right now, where it's just do your independent research before spouting this off anywhere. But I remember reading that the average amount of friends somebody can have before they start like losing their mind is about 150. And it was a part of a larger article that talked about how pre-civilization societies, like, you know, tribal, you know, proto-humans would live in groups of about 150 all the way up to, you know, farming and agriculture took off in a big way, and 150 is about the average amount of people on like a Facebook friends list, apparently, stuff like that, or it's 150 seems to be our cap. And I thought, oh, that's very interesting, but also in the back of my head I was like, people know 150 people and can keep track of that shit? I can't. I don't know 150 people, and if I did, again, I might turn the gun on myself. I really don't like people. No, that's not fair. I do like people, okay. I'm not a misanthrope or whatever it's called. I just, I value my privacy. Did somebody dig up the floor here? Alright. It always makes me sound a bit like a psychopath, and I'm aware of this, so I don't say it too often. I'm perfectly fine not having any friends. I do have friends right now, but I've gone periods in my life not having friends, and honestly, it's been totally fine. I don't think I have ever felt properly lonely. And again, that sounds bizarre to say. I feel like somebody's gonna come put me away for saying it. But I think, because it's one step from that to being like Rorschach in Watchmen and being like a real weirdo. But I don't think I've ever felt properly lonely. I think I'm just fine with being alone for the most part. We don't need this extra chair. Seems like they got extra chairs from somewhere. Maybe people brought their own chairs. Basically what it comes down to is that socializing and friends, and this is very millennial coded what I'm saying here, Socializing and having friends makes me very tired. Like bone tired. Like so sleepy I could die. If I go out with friends or something, I always enjoy myself. That's, you know, I always am like, that was a fun time and I love my friends. But also, I would like to not be bothered for upwards of 48 hours. And so, you know, if I don't have to do that, that's also fine. I'm basically fine either way. It's like being single in a relationship. Like, I love my partner, Emma, more than anything in the world. I love her very much. She's amazing. She's wonderful. However, I was fine being single as well. Like, I was never a person who was like, I need to get into the dating pool. I need to find a relationship. It just sort of happened. I don't know, maybe that isn't weird. Maybe that's normal and everybody's just lying to themselves. Maybe everybody's fine being completely isolated. This is all going off information from when I was like 18, by the way. Maybe my brain has changed since then and I would go insane. Like I'd need a little volleyball in the corner like Castaway. How good is Castaway? Sorry. I know this. The conversation feels especially meandering right now. It's because I haven't recorded anything in a while. I'm not used to YouTube anymore. I haven't recorded anything in upwards of like 2 months. I was away for a little bit, and then when I got back, I was just kind of... I was busy, but I was also out of it a little bit. I was like, I'll record at some point. Because I like recording for YouTube, I really do. Especially this kind of, you know, ultra relaxed stuff. I think it's a fun time. But it definitely takes a backseat to streaming and any actual chores that might need to be done, or like events or work especially. So I don't do it as much as I probably should, because shockingly it turns out that YouTube goes better when you upload videos. You like gain subscribers and stuff. I'm actually not that far away. I was looking at the stats earlier before I started recording. I'm not that far away from being able to monetize YouTube. Now, the viewer counts are still a bit off, but in terms of subs, I think it's like 500 you need to monetize YouTube. That would be fun. I mean, I doubt I'd make any money, because what do you make on YouTube nowadays? It's like one view is like 0.0000000 cent or something like that. And that's if they don't have ad blocker. So it's nothing. I'm a member of one YouTube channel. You know how YouTube introduced the members system, which is basically like Twitch's subscriptions thing. It's crossed with Patreon, I guess, because you can do exclusive stuff. But I became a member of a YouTube channel fairly recently, for the first time, and the only time, because I don't want to do it with any others, to be honest. It's a channel called Mystery Quest, which is a tabletop one-shot role-playing channel, which I very much enjoy and would recommend. But I watched like a Q&A with the creator of that channel, and they were like, the money we make from YouTube views is nothing. It's negligible. Like 99% of the funding from the channel comes from members, rather than YouTube views. And I was like, wow, that's the way it's gone. Because the members thing is fairly recent. So I was like, wow, that's really changed. Like it used to be that you could make like a decent living off YouTube if you got big, obviously, like 100,000 views and an episode or whatever. You could be pretty big on YouTube. Now it seems like that's been cut down a lot, coinciding with the whole Cosy Lives thing. Sorry, I won't say Cosy Lives again. Because it slightly wrinkles my brain every time somebody says Cosy Lives. I've also heard, that's the most recent one, Jenny Leck for the general election. That one makes me want to die as well a little bit. I think I will redecorate a little bit in here. Not much, but I think just like the colours, like I don't like these cabinets tops. I'd like maybe grey granite here. Or maybe marble or something. And like basically switch these around a bit. I think this looks bizarre. Oh, I haven't cleaned the splashback either. This behind the stove gets so grimy and you never really quite realise it until you're going to clean. Relatable humour. This looks horrible. This looks absolutely disgusting. I hate it. So I'm going to change this and the colours. It's way too dark. I mean, you know, brighten it up a little. Have some contrast, but like, have some like white undersides even, and like a bit of a lighter tile. It'd be nicer. This carpet's also quite gross, but I think you'd need it to stop scuffing up the floor. Floor I don't like either, but I'm not reflooring the house, let's be honest. This is all fine. I think this is okay. Is the ceiling gross? How the fuck did you get schmutz on the ceiling? I've never said that word out loud, but I couldn't think of a better description. I was about to say cum, okay? But I think I'm trying to keep my YouTube a little bit less horrifying than my Twitch. I don't know why. I don't think I was like this before. I think the internet's ruined me. But my Twitch has become like fully unlistenably awful and gross. To the point where I go, oh god, can I put this out? So I'm trying to keep YouTube a little bit more, not family friendly, but you know, something you could watch while eating. Whereas some of the stuff I've been talking about on Twitch recently, I wouldn't be comfortable eating during it. I want to get rid of this glass. Just get rid of the extra stuff. You know, we can repopulate it later if we need to, but like, I kind of like this little bar. Where does this go? The toilet. I don't like, instantly, that you have to go through the bar to get to the toilet. Toilet's also a bit gross. And, oh god, okay. Right. For a second there, I thought you had to go through the toilet to get to the bedroom, which is a bad look. Go through the bedroom to get to the toilet to get to the bar. It's still not amazing, but it's fine. Any other rooms down here? This is like a cupboard. I assume there's like a Hoover in here. No, it's a little pantry. Don't need to touch that, I think. I hate these couches. Get rid of these fucking things. Why are they there? There we go. Nice open plan a bit more. I'm just going to take a little quick look around. Another bedroom. Looks quite nice again. A garage. Streamers don't drive. Streamers exclusively order food. That's they don't go anywhere or do anything. That's an inherent thing about streamers. The only reason I know what DoorDash is because of watching Twitch. We'll get rid of this. I will also make this a bedroom. I think we need lots of streaming setups in here, don't we? That's the brief I'm going with. Too many bins. What is this? Modern Britain? Don't know if that joke makes any sense. I think I heard that they were trying to expand to like 6 bins in Britain recently. Don't know if that ever went through. That's a lot of bins. Right, that's a light fitting. That's all good. What are the lights working here? Is there any aggressive shadows? No, it just looks kind of nice. This can be a bedroom or a cell for the bad streamer. Maybe the sort of, you know, worst streamer gets to live in the horrible, uninsulated garage streaming room. I don't like these. This is the sort of thing I'd like for the kitchen countertop, but not a windowsill. I don't even know if I'd want windowsills in this house. Can I take off the windowsill? Oh, but then it's not painted underneath. Fuck it, whatever. We'll deal with it. No windowsills. They're needless frivolity. Windowsills in this room is fine. There's not even a window in this bathroom. There better be a vent, is all I'll say. I'll clean these in a second, I'm just dreading it. Okay, we'll go room by room. It doesn't actually look like there's that much to do here, which is odd. I was expecting the last few houses in this game, and I'll shut up in a second and do another speed up. I recognize that I'm talking a lot. But I was expecting this to be a lot more trashed, like have a car through the wall and stuff like that, because it's the last house. I guess they don't know what the last house is going to be. You could do this in whatever order you wanted. I've just been going from least to most expensive and then through the villages. Villages? Boroughs? Neighborhoods? What's the word people use for that? I think boroughs might just be New York. Either way, I was expecting a little bit more. Anyway, let's clean the windows. My wrist is already complaining at me. It feels like I'm stroking a virtual duck on my desk. This is not a riveting gameplay for me. Well, that only took about 14 years, and we're free. Do the front windows need to be cleaned? They better not be. Do they need to be cleaned? No. Okay. Fantastic. These don't need to be cleaned. We're all good. I guess, just so it stops bothering me, I will buy some white paint and fill in these. There you go. Fantastic. Lovely and painted. Speaking of final parts, which vaguely, well, that's a terrible segue. I'm on my last cup of tea. Ah, nice and ASMR there for you. I'm on my I need to buy more tea. I mean, that's maybe the least interesting start to an anecdote I've ever given on this channel, but I'm out of tea. I've been going through a lot more tea recently. I'm going through a tea phase, which happens every so often. There are times in my life where I have gone up to a year without consuming a single cup of tea, and then occasionally my body, I guess the Irishness in my body, will sort of kick in and go, you need to drink a minimum of 2 cups of tea a day now for the next year. And I'm in that phase right now. And it's nice. I found my favourite tea, which I couldn't find for a little while again. My favourite tea is orange and lotus flower green tea from Twinings. If Twinings want to sponsor me, I will take payment in boxes of that tea. I won't be fussy. I'll only say good things about you. I'm sorry. This bathroom is honestly lovely. I don't need to change this. Black and brown tile is a little bit of a... It's a bold choice, but I guess it wouldn't show up filth. And let's be honest, this is a house full of streamers. This isn't going to get used much. The bathroom, the toilet will be. None of this... streamers don't wash their fucking hands, and they sure as fuck don't shower. I might get rid of some of the bedrooms and just replace them with streaming setups. We'll see. We'll see how much room we have left over at the end. But I want to fit like 6 streamers in here. This is 1 streaming room in here. We could replace this with a horrible little grimy desk. Like this is... occasionally we do this when I make these houses. We sort of theory craft, sort of lore build, world building, whatever you want to call it. I think this is a streamer factory. This is like, oh, what's the really like exploitative streaming thing that's on Twitch? Is it VTubers? I think a lot of VTubers are basically owned by a brand, right? And so they're like images owned by a company, and they're forced to retire if they don't get views and stuff like that. So we're like that. Everyone in here is a VTuber. We're running like a VTuber slave ring. We're like the K-pop industry. You know, the K-pop industry is like brutally unethical. And it like throws people out on the drop of a hat. We're that, but for streaming. I'm sure VTubing is not... Oh, it can't be that bad, can it? It's Twitch. How much money could you be making on Twitch to make that profitable? But maybe. Right, let me lay this floor. I mean, I barely make any money on Twitch. If a benevolent slave keeper wanted to make me into a VTuber, I'm not saying I would say no. I have VTuber software somewhere that I've never used. I got it free with like a Humble Bundle or something, and I was like, I might use this on a joke stream at some point, and never did. And now it just sits there every time I open Steam as like a, you know, omen. Like someday you'll get to this point. I won't. I've never quite gotten the VTuber thing. I'm not anti-VTuber, by the way. Some of my best friends are VTubers. I've never quite gotten the VTuber thing. I guess I don't understand what the benefit for the viewer is. I get the benefit for the creator, because if you don't like showing your face for whatever reason, or you don't mind showing your face, but you want an extra layer of privacy and sort of undoxability, that's perfectly reasonable. I understand that completely, but watching it, I don't quite get it. I think it's just... I'm not saying this is true for everybody, what I'm about to say, because if you're into VTubers, you might get mad at what I'm about to say. It's perverts, isn't it? Maybe that's unfair, but it's perverts, let's be honest. The only people watching VTubers and keeping that industry going, they're horrible perverts. Because most VTubers seem to be, and this is from an ignorant place, and I don't watch VTubers like I just said, but from what I've seen, most VTubers seem to be like woo-ified teen girl avatars played probably by like 30-year-old women. And it always just makes me uncomfortable. I feel like I should be on a list for even seeing this. But maybe it's not true. Maybe it's fine and it's nice. I don't think it is. I think if you watch a lot of VTubers, you might be a pervert. I'm just saying what needs to be said, innit? Sorry, that's another thing. I talked about this on one of these videos, I'm sure. I need to stop doing the English accent as a shorthand for right-wing idiot. It's just so... It's right there. Every time I need to do like an ignorant right-wing idiot voice, a little goblin in my brain goes, do like an English accent, do like a Cockney, or oh no, I was right, they're perverts. Look at this, perverts. But Dreya, it's just perverts. It's just anime, it's actually pervert. Get out of my chat, pervert. It's actually got a lot to say about the human. Get out, I'm putting you on a list. Sorry, I'm very anti-anime. I'm not anti all anime, it's just most anime. Most of the time when I watch an anime, it fills me with rage. This is not the room I was just in. Where was I? There we go, the anime nightmare room. Okay, now this is a fucking streamer room, isn't it? It actually is. It's not even like a bedroom as well. It's just a streamer room. How much wine are you drinking? This isn't what anime fans drink. Anime fans drink, like, chocolate milk and Monster Energy. And that's it. If they can drink water, they combust like a vampire in the sun. I'd sell all these Blu-rays because they're probably full of hentai, let's be honest. Sorry, I'm very anti-anime today. I'd like to sell all this shit off. I'm gonna leave these up. Oh, this isn't even anime. This is like League of Legends or something. That might be worse. That's so bad. Vengebution. That's just like a terrible looking action movie, right? I'm gonna put the anime poster right up here where the webcam can see them. Like, there we go. That's... Oh my god, I can't believe Shinjuku is in this one. Oh my husbando. They look a little bit, to me, like, is it Conchita from Eurovision? You know, like the sort of very beautiful eye makeup paired with the beard. It gives me a Conchita vibe. This guy looks like Hideo Kojima, but yassified. And you just look like the worst person you've ever met at a bar. Like you're about to mansplain like prog rock to me, and at the end of the night, you're gonna get glassed. You know what? I think we might do 2 streamer rooms in here. Like two streamer setups. They can stream at the same time. This is for like multiplayer gaming, or like, you know, this is for like groups sessions, group gooning. Let's be honest. That's what's going on in here. So let me like duplicate some stuff. Let me just do like sell off these speakers. What is this little nodule here? And why can't I get rid of it? I can get rid of it. I was just using the wrong tool. I'm very stupid. Let's duplicate this desk and put it like here. Is that about even? Not really. We should use this. This looks about even, so we should use that as a guideline. It's a bit better. And put you here. Perfect. That's already looking a bit nicer, and we can duplicate everything. So that's 2 streamers set. You know, there's two kind of streamer tables. These monitors are very small. One of the few things in this game that kind of niggles at me is that these monitors are very tiny, aren't they? Maybe I'm just in the minority. I've got 2 quite big monitors on my desk right now. Also, this does not need to be implemented, but it would benefit me particularly in creating like my room. There's no like arm clamps for the desk or something like that. That's always kind of nice. I would recommend that if you're setting up a new desk somewhere. I think that's one of the things I would recommend most is arm mounts for your monitors. It frees up so much room for activities on your desk. Not that you really need that, but like, it's nice. I like it. Okay, 2 streamer setups. Well, we might want cameras and stuff as well at some point. I don't think there's like tripods and cameras. There might be cameras, hang on. Is there cameras in this game? I actually can't remember. Camera, melange. Camera assortment. Melange? Oh my god, what is that? Is that a fucking Polaroid? Is there a different camera? That's a bit better. That looks like an SLR of some sort. A cheap DSLR. I mean, SLRs aren't cheap. Even a cheap one is like, it looks more the part. There we go, look at that! Look at that, it's a streamer room! Streamers! I don't know why I'm speaking like that. I don't know why I'm making fun of streamers so much. I am one. But I don't know. I think I can make fun of them even more because of that. Because I know how fucking awful they can be. But, do you want this? We want these pink. Pink. You know what? This is the worst thing I've ever said. This is going to be like pink and blue, everything here. And it's going to be like the brand Omnicorp, Twitch Corp, Stream Corp. That's it. Uwu Stream Corp. And Uwu is all stylized as a logo. Has assigned these 2 to be romantic partners. Or no, like will they, won't they partners. And it's like all of the fans are like, oh my god, will Shinji and Goku get together on the stream today? Oh, they have such good chemistry. I was holding my cheeks there like an anime girl. Took my hands completely off the keyboard. But that's the vibe I'm going for. So you get pink. Everything on this side is pink. There we go. And do I have like cat ear headphones or whatever? That would be good as well. Can I just copy the style here? There we go. Look at that. It's terrible. Blue. Oh, that has raised up some dirt. I didn't even know. Thank you, colors. No, this will be pink. I think. Let's go. Style. This will be pink as fuck. Maybe like a nice, like that kind of pink. There we go. Look at that! It's streamers! Streamer couple. They actually hate each other. That's the thing. It's like Phil and Holly on the One Show. I don't really know One Show lore, I'll be totally honest. Is that even... Wait, do they even do the One Show? Am I thinking of a different show? I think I might be thinking of... The One Show is that Welsh woman, right? Alex Jones? Not that Alex Jones. I don't even know if she still does it. I've never watched the One Show. What did Phil and Holly do? Did they do This Morning? I've never watched a single one of these programs, and every piece of knowledge or trivia about these people has been against my will. But I think they might be This Morning. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. But they're like them. Didn't they hate each other? Again, it's all been against my will and it's all half remembered. One of them's like some sort of pervert, and the other is really annoying. I mean, they're both really annoying. If you're not British or Irish, you won't know what these names are. I may as well be talking about the fake anime again. This Morning is like a morning talk show full of the most vapid freaks you've ever seen. It's like they get on British celebrities and go like, I see you've bought your new book out. It's called How to Groom Your Pets with Love. Yes, Holly, that's right. I think it's really important, especially after lockdown, you know, how to learn how to groom your pets and give them a sort of a new lease on life. Because they do know that they don't look pretty anymore, don't they? You need to give them a little bit of a confidence boost. And then Phil nods sagely in the background while noncing. Was that what he got caught for? I'm not really sure. Ooh! games. You know what? I might make this into an even. This is the villain of the couple lives in here, right? The Wario to one of these guys, right? And yes, they are both men. It's a progressive evil company. Both men. This guy lives in here in the cupboard, and the whole setup that Stream Corp has decided is cool for viewers. When you're watching this guy's stream, his name is Fumo. When you're watching Fumo's stream, you can hear these two giggling in the background on their streams, and he gets angrier and angrier and angrier during his stream. And that's the kind of buy-in. And you're like, is he gonna shoot them to death? Or is he gonna kill one of them or something? What's gonna happen here? But that's the draw, it's the drama. So let's make one of them. Let's make a little desk in here. I think that's good enough. He has a desk made from driftwood that he found. I think maybe... Or maybe the lore is that they don't know he's in here. Nobody's ever bothered to open the cupboard because they don't dress themselves. They'd get, like, you know, gig workers to do it for them. So maybe the lore in this stream universe is that these two are a will they won't they couple. And they're like, hee hee hee, oh hee hee hee, ooh hee hee. And then they come in here, and anybody watching this stream just sees a man slowly losing his mind in front of this horrific Action Boy poster. Also, because in the lore nobody knows that this guy is in the house, he has to use this toilet on camera. You don't see anything, you just hear things because the camera's a little bit too high. So you just see like the shoulders up when he's sitting on here. That's the draw, I guess, aside from the whole maybe being a murderer thing. There we go. He also sleeps in here. I'm going to give him a little mat to sleep on. And then he like steals food from the kitchen during the night, you know, when they're asleep. What's a tiny carpet that he can sleep on? Tiny little carpet. Also, this is method. Like, they make them live like this, I think. The stream group. Stream group are like, this is how you live now. Like, we'll pay you, and after your contract is up, and after you've fallen out of favor, and we X you from the company, you can take your savings and leave, and you won't have to come back, but this is how you live while you're here. You are being forced to be in a will they won't they relationship and occasionally, like, sneak kisses with each other. You are forced to shit on camera. Next room. That's the laundry. They do need laundry. Let's not go overboard. This is a bathroom with missing tiles? Or are these... What the heck? Who designed this? Why are there just like random little mismatched tiles? I mean, they're not random. They're in some sort of pattern, but it's not good. I mean, other than that, this looks nice. I don't like this shower head. I don't know, that one? Or... That one's the nicest one, let's be honest. So there we go. I'm going to turn on the lights in each room that I think is finished. Just because otherwise I won't be able to keep track. Because my brain is made of silly putty. What are you? Why is there just a random cupboard? I did this already and I've already forgotten. See how bad my brain is. Right, maybe that'll be another streamer room if a human could fit in there. This is another bedroom, which will be another streamer room. This is another streamer room, never mind. This is, ooh, this is like a little open plan flat. Very weird. Why is this is so weird? Also, look at this shower. This is the worst shower in the world. No, I mean, whatever. This is fine. This is fine. Look, everybody can see you. There's no blinds on these windows. Who would shower here unless they were a pervert? Streamers. They're all perverts. It makes sense. It makes sense in the lore. Oh my god, another closet. That's gonna be another streamer room. I mean, we're gonna keep doing it. The theme has been set. Let's clean this place up first, I guess. Oh god, I don't know what to do about this. This is horrifying. If the bath and the shower aren't locked off, I'm sorry, you don't get the bathroom blocked off either. This is getting demolished. You get some extra space in here. You know what? I don't know if it makes sense to have double beds in this house. I think they should all have to sleep together like it's in a barracks. Harsh? Yeah. But also maybe fair? like, they're getting paid. What more do they want? Oh, I want my own room. Shut up. You're in the streamer ecosystem now. Also, the bathrooms here, the whole setup of the wall-less bathrooms and people watching them piss. I think what's happened is Stream Corp named themselves that, and they used to be a different kind of media empire. They used to be exclusively dealing with piss fetish sites. Like, that was what their whole thing was. They were like, we produce all of the urination pornography on the internet. Now they went, the kids aren't interested in piss anymore. We have to go into streaming. But they still want to retain a little bit of their core principles. So that's what sets them apart. Right, give me some bunk beds. I don't know which one looks most like a prison. The stork looks a bit like, it looks like a baby prison, but that might be good. There you go. See, look how much more efficient that is. You can fit four people in here. You can fit probably 6 people in here. Look at that. Six boys and girls in this room. Amazing. This could also be a little streamer room. Or maybe just a mass piss parlor. You know, maybe, yeah, this is where they wash, and then there's like 4 toilets in here. I think that's a good idea. I think this is the piss hole. Sorry. Remember when I said I wanted to make this less gross than my Twitch? It's not going amazingly, is it? Right, sell all this. They don't need clothes. They perform in uniform. that is provided for them. They get 2 sets of clothing, and they keep it under their bed, like in a little pouch. You know, there's like a little, they keep it in the slats here. They aren't given any, like, personal effects other than that. They do laundry once a week. And they're VTubers the rest of the time. They're like, AI VTubers, you know, like they're masked out. They don't need any other clothing or anything like that. What is this? What is this nightmare? What's this little strip of material? Weird. I don't want to sell it because it's probably something important on the outside, but it'll be fine. Right, you all get... What's the worst toilet? What's the worst toilet in this pack? The Real? Sure. Okay, you get 5 toilets in here, and you look. They know they haven't quite left the industry. Is all I'm gonna say. The people involved with this. So, give me a camera. Give me some like corner unit shelves. Are there any of them? There are. There's some shelf koozies. Give me a couple of koozies. Like there. Perfect stuff. And just put a little camera. There's, you know, they're not turned on unless somebody pays for the like highest tier Patreon tier. Then they're turned on. But like, surely nobody's gonna do that. How badly do you need to piss? That's all we're gonna ask. It's like, you can wait till you get your like monthly day off. Like you get 1 day off a month in order to like run around the garden. You don't get to leave, obviously, but you get to run around in the garden. So if you can save it up for then you can go in the bushes over there in the little reeds or something. Fill up the pond. If not, you just go in the room and probably nobody's going to be watching. Probably. Like, the chances are that nobody's going to be watching. But they're there. It's, you know, let's get some nicer lighting as well. Just, you know, just to get the experience does need to be nice in case anybody is watching. But probably nobody's going to be watching. Right? Nice even lighting. Just cold. You know what? In fact, let me look at the surface finishes. And I just get like bare concrete in here. Why have I done this? Wonderful stuff. Buzzing fluorescent lights is great as well. Okay, maybe a drain in the floor. No, do they get sinks? I think they get a sink. That only makes sense for them to have a sink. They, you know, you don't want to spread disease or anything, obviously. But, you know what? 2 sinks. I'll be generous. Because, you know, if they're going at the same time as somebody else, you don't want to line up for the sink. Because, again, nobody's going to be watching. But if they are watching, they're not interested in washing hands. That they want over quickly and out so that the next person can get in and quietly sit there with their eyes shut, pretending that it's not happening. I'm home, I'm home, I'm home. It's all fine. I'm home, I'm home. Nobody's watching. It's fine. I'm home. I can see my family again. My debts will be paid. It's all right. I'm home. And then they come out back into the little mini barracks. They can have a lovely bath and stuff. That's private, as far as they know. They don't need this toilet. Greedy pricks. They don't need that. They don't need 7 toilets in one room. Right, I think that room's done for now. This is where they sleep. And they can have a television and everything. That's all good. Maybe I want... is there a way to fit in even more beds? Maybe they don't need this. Maybe they don't need this bath. Maybe that's too extravagant. Maybe they need more beds. Maybe they need another set of beds. Right here beside the sinks. And they don't need the... Actually, yeah, what am I doing? They don't need these sinks either, do they? These are all useless because they have the communal piss room now. So, like, sell off all of these. Paint over this. And we'll have a couple more bunk beds in here. Like, how many is this now? That's 8 members can fit in this room now. This is the one you want, because it's, like, slightly more secluded, and you can... Because every morning, it's like a fucking battle royale for the shower, because there's one shower in this house. I've decided this is the one shower, and even this shower, you can be seen from this other house. But it's the only way to get clean in this house, unless you want to take a horrible sink bath with the cameras right in front of you. This is the only way to have even a semi-private clean, but you have 8 other people, 7 other people, I guess, in this house going, I need it. I haven't showered in days. The weaker ones get pushed out. So this is actually very, very nice, because now we can get rid of all the beds, and it frees up a lot more space. And let's go downstairs as well. Like, where was the other bedrooms? There was no other beds up here that I saw. There was at least one in here. This is another stream room. There we go. Bedroom. This is no longer a bedroom. I'm sorry, but we're starting again. So we have one empty room down here. Also, this is not a bathroom. This is another stream room. I don't know what it is yet, but this is not a bathroom because you don't get more bathrooms. That's another stream room. That's no bedrooms, please. You all live in the communal barracks. Sorry. And you get one shower in the communal barracks. Other than that, there is nothing there. Maybe there's another barracks down here, because this looks like it could be a barracks, right? Let me sell this and knock through this wall. Like, actually, this could be maybe another piss room, like 3 or 4 in here. Hang on, let me knock through this wall. Ooh, I got a demolishing perk point. I'm still getting perk points in this game. I guess you don't use demolishing much in this game, do you? Unless you're, like, completely remodeling houses. So this is kind of the only time I've done that recently. And that's another room done, I think. We've got a lovely little barracks with only 4 people this time. So this is, in some ways, this room is more enviable because you only have to share with 3 other people instead of 7. However, this is the bad bathroom. This is the one that's like, this is, you know, there's like I said the highest tier of Patreon get access to the piss cams upstairs. This is like a secret black market Patreon, and the highest members of that get access to this one, where it's advertised as the broken and crushed dreams bathroom cam, where these ones are like, these are the new members who are like being hazed essentially by the company. And they're like, you get put in this room, it's smaller, you don't get like a sink really, or a proper sink, it's just this corner thing. The floor isn't finished, the tile is, we sourced this tile from a surplus shop from like old demolished public bathrooms. Like, this is horrifying. Peeing in here, or doing any business in here, takes a full month off your life. So you want to get up the ranks as quickly as possible, even if it means losing out on the more bed space. So yeah, this is the next room. Next, please! There's not that many lights in here. It's quite a dim house, isn't it? Obviously, we want to keep this bit nice, because this is like where you do house tours, and like, there's cameras everywhere in the wall. Each one of these is a camera. Each one of these light switches, each one of these light fittings, they're all cameras. And so it's like Big Brother. There's like a constant live stream going on. So as the people walk out, they have to, as they walk out of that horrible piss room, they have to put on a smile. And obviously it's all high-tech motion tracking, so they're always their VTubers. You know, it sort of masks the VTuber face onto them. God, this is a horrible garage as well. Welcome to the farm. This is where the up-and-coming streamers go. The people who have to use the bad bathroom. Unless you're on the top streamer level in this essentially cult company, this slave group. Unless you're one of the top earners like Fumo and Shinjuku or whatever the fuck I call them upstairs. You know, the will they won't they couple. You live here. You work here. 12 hours a day streaming. 16 hours a day. You get 8 hours for sleep. 16-hour-a-day streams in here, in the almost lightless, filthy, brick-lined farm room. This is where they live. So this is the downstairs is basically just to set up that. So we have what? 4 in here. So we need like 8 more beds for them, basically. So we'll populate this. Knock through this wall, please. The upstairs is for the premium streamers. The streamers who make the most money, essentially. I think that's about right. We've got, what, 8 more beds in here? Plus 4? That equals out to the capacity of the farm. That's pretty good. Okay, so we've got the farm fully stocked. This is the piss room. I guess this is the even worse room to be in, because not only are you crammed in with another 7 people, like upstairs, but also you have to walk across here pretending to be happy to go to the horrible, horrible piss room, because it's unlocked once you get to a certain number of followers on Twitch. A certain number of premium, tier 3 subs, you get access to the upstairs and you get graduated. But this room, at least you get less people to sleep with, but you have to walk across the floor going, ha ha ha, I love being in the streamer house. Then when you get back in here, you can let the facade drop for the true perverts. But that's what they get off on. Not the people here, the perverts. Although they might be the same kind of people, I don't know. Right, what were we doing upstairs? I think we're nearly done, to be honest. Don't know what I'm gonna do with here. I mean, this might just be a normal garage. I might just leave it as just, oh yeah, there's just a garage in here, People need to drive, park their bikes or whatever. What's in here? That's another bathroom. That needs to go immediately, sorry. Oh yeah, we need, how many people are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 8 more streaming decks. We've got 3 in here, which means we need 5 more streaming setups. So 5 spread across these last 2 rooms, I think, would be good. So let's get on that. Another plus, you get like actual paint and surfaces on the upstairs. It's like a real reward. It's quite cushy considering what you came from. They really beat you down in the farm. The farm is horrible. I might even take away their floorboards. So that when you get up here, it's still awful, obviously, but you feel like you've made it. You're like, this is wonderful. There's tiles. There's lights. There's like fancy lights instead of just bare bulbs. I still have to share the piss room, but even the piss room's nicer. Right, I'm thinking this is sort of the dad of the stream house streams from here. His name is Majimoto. His name is Majimoto. And he lives in here. This is where he streams from. And he's like the gruff dad that everybody's like, nah, he's my dad. Oh. Husbando, but dad, I think. That is a term, isn't it? Like waifu, but for boys, is a husbando. I think anybody who uses that term should be put down like a rabid dog, but I think it's a thing. Give me a desk. This is like he's sort of the character of Majimoto, and he's been played by 4 different guys. It's just that, you know, they just put on a voice thing over the new guy, and it's like, yeah, this is fine. But he's like a sort of jaded salaryman character. But everybody's like, oh my god, he's so charming and lovely. That's what I'm imagining. So give me a couple of monitors. You also get multiple monitors upstairs, which is a big plus. Helps you monitor the stream better. What color coding do I want to give this guy? Sleek and executive. That's the color coding I want to give this guy. Sleek, executive, functional. That's the motto of this guy. Yeah, that's his motto. Everything is sleek and executive. He's like he's an aspiring CEO and executive, but he can't quite make it. It's meant to be charming. Goes right there. Perfect. Should we give him like a filing cabinet or something just to keep up the look? Storage, medium storage. Give some, again, sleek and executive. Sleek, executive. A bookcase. This guy has a bookcase. No, it doesn't really fit. This is basically more of a shack. Whatever, give him I already have a perfect seat planned out for this guy. This thing. The Satellito. That's what he likes. Perfect. You know what? It's like green. You know what? Actually, that's a perfect idea. I was about to say it's like green screen. They can green screen some they can green screen some like bookshelves and an office behind them with their VTuber technology. That's amazing. That's so good. That's so good. Yeah, everything gets green screened in here. So it's like, yeah, you're in a shack, but this is like gonna be made into like a study. They've got the Marvel effects unit. Overworked slaves themselves to work on this. You know, so you've got some like really cool realistic CGI book rustling and stuff in the background. Perfect. Perfect. It's perfect. Look at that. Now we don't even need to decorate. It's all CG now. That's what the kids are into. They're into a broken down slave sitting in a chair pretending to be an executive. And then in here, we just need 3 more things, right? 3 more desks, and then we're pretty much done. I'll redecorate downstairs a little bit, because I don't think it looks particularly nice. But other than that, that's pretty good, right? This could be one of them. Alright, what are we dealing with in here? Not bad. Not bad at all. This looks like a normal room. Let's fuck it up. Let's get another couple of desks in here. Some nice, long, wide desks. Some good premium desks. Right, like one of these. Or, I still don't want them to be too happy. Let's get, ooh, a desk Suno. Yeah, we'll get 2 Sunos side by side, right? And this is... Who are these characters? We have the sort of will they, won't they couple. We have the possible school shooter. We have the bitter salaryman. And now we've got the farm, who are just generic animus. These are the named characters. You graduate up to a named character. Who are these people? This is Nyarfo. He's a talking cat. Talking cat. Perfect. That's immediately, I've solved it. I've broken the game. Talking cat. He is a humanoid talking cat who goes Nyarf every 5 or 6 seconds. And that's his only commentary. This person? Ralphius. Ralphius is an isekai Roman soldier. And his lore is that he fell through a Roman sewer grate and ended up in modern day California. That's his lore. Obviously, he's just a whelp from the streets that got suckered into joining this slave camp and now is VTubered into an isekai Roman soldier. But that's the lore. This is Ralphius, and what did I call you? Nyarfo? Something like that. There we go. Just get him a couple of monitors. Get him 3 monitors. These are like the uber nerds. 3 monitors each. An insane amount of monitors. I've got 2, and that feels like a lot. We'll give him, I don't know. I mean, just the same keyboard layout as everybody else, I suppose, right? These can both be red. It's fine. Again, these are the premium rooms, but it can't be personalized too much because these people are going to get, broken down eventually to the point where they can't, see or speak. So eventually they're going to need to be replaced with other people. Sometimes they come up with new characters, like Nyarfo's new. Nyarfo's new, and he's controversial, Nyarfo, because people are like, oh, well, the others are all humans. Why the fuck is Nyarfo here? A humanoid cat? That's breaking my immersion. But a lot of people are also thirsting over Nyarfo. It's like a whole thing. The CEO of Stream Corp was like, so, we've heard of this new thing to call furries. What if we did one of them then? And so their market research said it would be worth it, even if it's like Dylan going electric. There's like this company branching out into furries. I also need to clean the floor, hang on. Forgot to do any basic cleaning in this room. I was too excited. Does the room need to be cleaned? No, I think we're now done with cleaning. I don't hear any noises. Okay, perfect. We need to give them seats as well, obviously. Gamer seats. These are the horrible gamer chairs. These are the 2 most popular ones, I think, is what I'm learning here. These are the 2 most popular boys. Nyarfo is a surprise hit, even though it's controversial. That actually adds to it, because a lot of people hate watch Nyarfo. People were like, oh, Nyarfo, he's ruining the fucking channel. But then they were like, I'm going to tune in just to tell him slurs in Twitch chat. And the mods let it happen a little bit because they want Nyarfo to have that sort of frantic, panicked edge to him. Because they find that he works better like that. More green screen, by the way. So that's Nyarfo and Ralphius. Okay, last one. Last boy needs to be taken care of. Who are you? Who are you? This is the one woman in the house. Because the rest of it, they're really leaning into the yaoi crowd. But this is the one woman in the house. And she is the sort of default VTuber. She is a Japanese schoolgirl. The actual woman's name who plays her is Kathleen. She's from Ohio. But she is playing a Japanese schoolgirl. She looks 12, but she's actually 200 years old because of a witch's curse, but she still dresses like a schoolgirl. Also, her breasts are so huge that they cover 30% of her face. That's her selling point. Her breasts are so huge that they come up and cover everything below her nose. That's her. And her name is Francis. That's the best you can come up with? Fuck it. Her name is Francis. This is the desk Francis gets. Again, to be like a school thing, this looks a bit like a school desk, doesn't it? Oh, you know what? We give her the children's desk. This is a disgusting company. This is the worst company in the world. No, the children's desk doesn't fit. What looks most like a children's school desk then? This a bit. This looks like a children. None of these fit. I guess I am putting her in a cupboard. But she's a woman. We don't respect women at Stream Corp. They're a means to an end. Right, that's her desk. No, I like the other desk more. Let's get this desk. Looks nightmarishly bad. She gets one. She gets one of these. One PC monitor. This is the best that a woman in Stream Corp can get to. Like, if you're a woman in Stream Corp, like the boys, they get to be Nyarfo and Ralphius and Majimoto and I can't remember who these boys are over there, but they get to be, you know, the named stars, and they get to be like, you know, nice seats. Although I've heard these seats are fucking terrible for you and you shouldn't buy them. But they get the nice seats, they get the nice rooms and stuff. Even at the top tier, this is what you deal with. You get a shit desk, one monitor, and a single, like, kitchen chair. I'm thinking a plastic chair. You get a plastic garden chair. That's all you deserve. Again, it's Twitch. They obviously stream on Kick as well, because that's the market for this nightmare. I think this would get... They actually were surprised at how well they do on Kick. They're the top stream on Kick. They're like number 400 of the rankings on Twitch. They are the top stream on Kick. And then maybe a green screen? Sure, we'll put some more green paint up, I suppose. And then I think we're done with this house. Shockingly. This did not take long. But really, it's because instead of making any nice bedrooms or anything, I've chosen to do this. I've destroyed this house. Who's gonna buy this? If you buy this, you should be putting a list. Oh, you know what? It's not everything. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I need to redo the kitchen a little bit. That's the last thing, I think. I just want to redo this. Maybe this counter as well. But these counters are not nice. That's a little bit brighter and nicer, isn't it? I think now we're done. Like, the kitchen's a bit nicer. At least it's a bit brighter. Maybe the grey is a bit too drab, but... Oh, I guess the last finishing touch that I do want to do is put in some stairs here, because this is deranged, and I don't want to have to hop down off a wall like it's Mirror's Edge every time I go into the garden. That's absolutely horrendous. So let me put... I can get some actual stairs, can I? Hang on. Where's the stairs? Stairs? How do I build stairs? I've forgotten how to build stairs. There we go, stairs. Just some standard, nice-looking stairs, right? Base, like, brushed concrete or white marble or grey granite, white granite. Maybe some white granite might look nice. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, let's be honest. Put it down, like, here. I think that looks fine. I mean, it doesn't look particularly, like, safe, does it? Hang on, no. Sell. Can I sell this? How do I sell? There we go. I'm not a big fan. I've decided. Bring me back to stairs. Something with a bit more filled in. Or maybe just the wood. Wood might be nice. Can you get 10 wide? That looks kind of nice, right? It needs to be a bit lower. Oh, I'm so bad at the stairs in this game. There we go. Something like that. And then about 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, maybe a bit less. Maybe like 6. Is that okay? Can I walk up here? I can. That's probably fine. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Same over here. Perfect. And then we'll just, like, you know, make the things better. Oh, I forgot the bear footprints. There's bear footprints on some of this furniture. I'm gonna put another one of these down as well, actually. Because, you know, they need some outdoor time. Just so they don't get weird and feral. Okay, now I think we're done. I think this is a finished house now. Did I ever go out onto this balcony area and make sure it needed to be cleaned? We'll do that as we go on a walkthrough. But, okay, kitchen, all normal. Normal kitchen, normal pantry. A lovely big bedroom, thing. What do you call this? A living room? That's what it's called. Normal humans would know that, I'm sure. But, living room. I might change the table, I guess, if there's anything I want to do here. Maybe to like that. It's a bit nicer. We've got a bar, we've got shelves, all nice. The inside main living area is actually very nice. You've got keeping up appearances, I guess. Then in here, you've got the first of the barracks. This is not where you want to be. There's not even a place to do your business in here. It is just a sleeping barracks. You can't even get in between here. You have to climb over other people in order to get into these beds. It's a horrible existence. In here is the other barracks. It's slightly nicer, but you have an open piss room, which nobody wants. Like, the smell in here is horrendous. Because there's basically no drainage. It basically just goes into a big pit at the bottom and turns to compost. In here, we've got a totally normal garage for, you know, if anybody needs to come visit or anything. And then in here, we've got the farm. This is for up-and-coming new recruits. I'm doing giant air quotes around the word recruits. You can't see it because my camera isn't on. Maybe I'm a VTuber. Maybe I'm Nyarfo or whatever. You've got a horrible, slightly unfinished room of 12 streamers, all just nattering away with their VTuber avatars. Then you go upstairs to the premium level. Here, you get the privilege of doing laundry. The downstairs people don't get laundry. Then you have a little shack for, I don't know, storage of bits and bobs. I don't know. What do streamers eat? Japanese Kit Kats. This is full of, like, wasabi-flavoured Kit Kats. That's all the food they're given. That's the rations. Then in here, you've got... I don't know what your names are, but you're the will they, won't they couple. The sort of like, ooh, ah, we're so... are we in love? Oh, I don't know. And that's basically just the whole stream back and forth. Then in here, you've got... Foju? What did I call you? the budding shooter. Do I have like an X, actually? Just to complete the look. Can I give you like an X? If I put X. There we go. Just, this is always just conspicuously on camera, just off screen. It's just like, will this be the day he does it? This is actually probably the most coveted role, Fujo, because you get demonized horribly by the press and the viewers because they hate you. They're like, we don't want you to kill Majima or whatever I called the other boy. Like, Shinjuku, was that his name? We don't want you to kill him. Like, they're a lovely couple. They'll get together at some point. It's been 15 years, but sometime they'll get together. But you do get your own bathroom. Like, you do get your own piss hole. You don't get a sink because you basically live as a sort of filth goblin who gets more and more bitter. I think the lore is that, or maybe not the lore, the actual behind the scenes stuff, is that this guy gets like a dose of tranquilizers every night because he is actually going a bit wrong. Like, this is one of the newer things to spice up the channel, and they may have gone a bit too hard. Like, he needs some serious help. Right, next room. We've got the other barracks. They've got even a television. This is like the premium barracks. You've got the one shower in the house. So if you're in this barracks, you've got at least easier access. This here is probably the most coveted bed in the house because you can just roll out and sprint to the shower and then just hold like a pointed stick that you've whittled on one of your monthly days into the garden. You can find a stick, whittle it down against the bars of your bed, and then just hold people off while you shower and get like a proper shower. Because the hot water only lasts about... It's like one of those old-fashioned houses. This isn't like an electric shower. They run out after about 20 minutes, so everybody else is getting cold showers, except for the first couple of people. Lovely balcony. I mean, this is just a nice balcony. You can, you know, they can take a breath out here. At some point, they're allowed, if you're one of, because these are some of the top earners, you're allowed to come out here and just take a single 2-minute break where you just do some deep breathing exercises and tell yourself that it'll all be over soon and that it is worth it. And then finally, as I walk into a wall like a distracted bird. Oh, not finally, because we do have the sort of upstairs piss room. There's better lighting, you get actual surfaces on the floor, like concrete instead of just soil. There's more cameras, but like this is... If you're gonna piss anywhere in the house, this is probably the place to do it. And then in here, final room. I keep saying final room and it's not. There's at least 2 more. This is, Majimoto, is that his name? Majimoto, the depressed salaryman who wishes he was an executive. Green-screened library and books around him, sort of nouveau riche stuff. Surprisingly popular. It's all the DILF market. Like this, like I said, they really cater to the yaoi groups, and really into like sad DILFs these days. Here we've got, I can't remember your name, Ralpheus. Ralpheus, and you're Nyarfo. The 2 highest earning streamers on Kick. Nyarfo taking tons of abuse until he eventually snaps. And then Ralpheus, just kind of a good streamer. Ralpheus is actually quite entertaining to watch. Of all of the streamers, Ralpheus is like the only one who's like a properly good streamer. Like he doesn't need to rely on the gimmick. Yeah, his VTuber has like a Centurion helmet on, but like he's actually pretty funny. He's like a relatable guy. And then in here you've got Frances, the one woman in the house with her giant virtual breasts. That's the streamer house. I wonder what I will get for this. It can't be much. If it is a lot, if I make a profit on this, I'll actually be a little surprised. This might be the first time I don't make a profit. Because let's be honest, I've ruined this house. This house, nobody could ever want this. Stream Corp HQ. What is this going to sell for? It cost me $300,000 dues to do this place up. Most of that was spent on computers and cameras, I think. Put up for auction. I made a profit! Just about! 125 grand profit. That is more than enough. That actually ticks me over, I think, to about 4.5 million. So I guess that's what we're ending on this series. Sell it, please. Take it away from me. I never want to think about Stream Corp HQ ever again. Yeah, 4.8! Never mind, we're nearly at 5 million. And that's where we'll retire, I guess. Unless, you know, I come out like Snake Plissken, all, you know, ragged and forced to do another job if a DLC comes out. I think this is where we retire. We retire out into the woods in our quite lovely house that I built up, you know, one of these auctions. And we'll leave it there. I need to find maybe another game that has this kind of vibe to take over this slot on the channel. Because I like doing this kind of game on YouTube. Partially because it requires a lot less editing than some of the other stuff I do on YouTube, but also it's just fun. I like, you know, relaxed walking through here. Although this feels a little bit less relaxed than some of the episodes. I feel like after being away from YouTube for a little while, I have gotten even more sort of frantic and frenetic and panicked about it. So this might have had a weird energy. I think I've already kind of blocked it out. I think I talked about piss for like a solid 15 minutes. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for something else